In the intricate world of corporate operations, compliance programs stand as the first line of defense against fraud and misconduct. These programs not only help prevent damaging legal repercussions and financial losses but also cultivate a culture of transparency and ethical behavior. This article explores the critical role of compliance programs in safeguarding organizations against corporate fraud, detailing their key components, benefits, and strategies for effective implementation. Understanding compliance programs are formalized efforts by corporations to ensure that employees and management adhere to legal standards and ethical practices. The effectiveness of these programs is contingent upon a clear framework designed to prevent, detect, and respond to potential violations of laws, regulations, and company policies. Key components of effective compliance programs: clear policies and procedures. Establishing clear, written guidelines that outline acceptable behaviors and procedures is essential. These policies should be easily accessible and understandable to all employees. Leadership and commitment. Senior management must lead by example, demonstrating a commitment to compliance that permeates throughout the organization. This tone at the top is crucial for fostering an environment where ethical conduct is valued and reinforced. Regular training and education. Employees should receive ongoing training to ensure they understand their roles in preventing fraud. This includes education on the legal and ethical standards applicable to their specific duties. Effective communication channels. Organizations must provide secure and confidential means for employees to report suspected fraud or misconduct without fear of retaliation. These can include hotlines, dedicated email addresses, or a direct line to a compliance officer. Rigorous monitoring and auditing. Regular audits and continuous monitoring of compliance adherence help identify and address vulnerabilities before they can be exploited. These systems should be designed to detect not only fraud but also any deviations from established policies and procedures. Swift and consistent enforcement. When violations occur, there should be a clear process in place for investigating allegations and enforcing disciplinary actions consistently, regardless of the individual's position within the company. Continuous improvement. Compliance programs should not be static. Regular reviews and updates are necessary to adapt to new threats, changes in law, or shifts in business practices. Benefits of robust compliance programs: risk mitigation. By identifying and addressing areas of risk before they result in fraud, compliance programs help protect against financial losses and legal penalties. Reputation management. Companies known for strong compliance and ethical practices gain reputational benefits, which can translate into customer trust and loyalty. Operational improvements. A well-implemented compliance program can streamline operations by clarifying procedures and reducing the scope for error or misuse. Attracting investment. Investors are increasingly attracted to companies with strong compliance records as these represent lower risks and a commitment to sustainable operation. Challenges in implementing compliance programs: resource allocation. Implementing an effective compliance program requires significant resources, which can be a challenge, particularly for smaller organizations. Cultural resistance. Changing corporate culture can be difficult, especially in established companies where informal practices are deeply ingrained. Keeping pace with change. Rapidly evolving regulatory landscapes and new business models can make it challenging to maintain an effective compliance program. Compliance programs are not merely regulatory requirements but crucial strategic assets that protect organizations from fraud and enhance their corporate culture. The development and maintenance of an effective compliance program require ongoing effort and commitment at all levels of the organization. By prioritizing compliance, companies not only safeguard themselves against fraud but also position themselves as trustworthy and ethical market participants.